You can generate a product photo in 3 minutes today, a lifestyle photo too, an ad campaign as well. 2 years ago, you would have paid a photographer thousands of euros for this. Today, anyone with a laptop and a bit of taste can do it. I'm a commercial photographer and videographer, and this affects me directly. Let's be honest about how things are. Product photography is dead. Not entirely, but realistically by 80%. A typical eShop doesn't need a photographer for product shots because they generate them themselves. Today, all you need is a decent iPhone and to send the photos to Nano Banana, Gemini or ChatGPT, and you have perfect product photos like from a professional production. Only luxury brands remain, where it's about authentic material and prestigious presentation. Advertising photography practically doesn't exist. Billboards, banners, campaign visuals, agencies are already generating all of this today. Why would they pay for a photographer, studio, model, post-production when one well-written prompt can do it all? Thirdly, lifestyle photography. It's a similar story. Generic photos of smiling people with coffee, AI. Photos for the web, AI. Just 2 years ago, I was doing quite a lot of lifestyle, business and brand shoots, and today only a fraction of that remains. Business portraits. Here I have to say it's still about 50-50. Some people generate profile pictures today, but there are still many who value authenticity and want it to be really them in the photos, not their generated avatars. Anyway, we have to admit it's an easy path and some AI-generated portraits look really good. I feel that here, as in all parts of life, the Pareto principle of 80-20 applies. In each of those sectors I mentioned where AI is, about 20% of photographers will survive. They are the best ones. Those who do premium work have a strong brand and clients who come to them mainly because of them and not because of the price. The remaining 80%, those who did average work for average money, AI will definitely replace them. Not because it's better, but because it's cheaper and faster, and for many clients, it really is enough. But now for the important thing, there's a whole category of work that AI cannot replace. And that's practically everything where it's about authenticity and capturing reality. For example, weddings. AI won't shoot a wedding for you. It doesn't know when the bride will look at her dad and start crying. It doesn't know that moment lasts 2 seconds. It doesn't know where to stand, it can't make people laugh, and most importantly, it can't pick up a camera. Next are documentary photos and films. AI won't create an authentic story about a company for you. It won't film an interview with a person whose voice trembles because they're talking about what truly excites and fulfills them. It won't film real production, real people, and a real environment. Next are definitely family photos. AI might be able to generate a photo of your child smiling for the first time, but admit it. Would you want to look at a photo like that? Because we know that the photo isn't real, that it's just something generated. Personally, I want authentic photos of myself and my family, and I believe you feel the same way. When we get to corporate portraits, it's debatable there because while AI will generate portraits for you, a client who wants authentic photos of their team and their own authentic photos in a real environment will pay extra for a photographer because they still see value in them. They want the photos to feel like there are real people behind the company, and believe me, you can really tell in the photos afterwards, because a photo that is clearly generated at first glance doesn't build trust in the brand, but on the contrary, destroys it. I'm saying all this from my own experience. I'm half wedding photographer and half commercial photographer and videographer, and I have to say that mainly in the commercial part of my work, I've seen a huge difference over the last year in how AI has moved this industry. I've practically dropped products entirely. I don't see the point in shooting something that can be generated via AI for a fraction of the cost and a fraction of the time. And the market is reacting in exactly the same way. Demand for product photos has practically dropped to zero for me. But I have to say that I'm trying all the more to focus on those authentic parts of my work, such as weddings, corporate portraits, and corporate documentaries. It's about capturing reality there, and there are still clients who see value in this, and the market has practically not changed in that regard. In these genres, it's about being in the right place, about capturing something real. And that's something that, from my point of view, AI cannot replace. Honestly, I'm glad that alongside my commercial photography area, I also have the wedding area, because weddings are AI-proof by principle. I had my own wedding last year, and I have to say that the photos have huge value for us, and it's completely unimaginable to me that AI could replace them in any way. If you're a photographer or videographer and you're dealing with the current situation, look at what you're doing. If most of your work is based on things that AI can easily handle today, primarily products, generic lifestyle photos, stock photos, and basically anything where it's not about authenticity, maybe even advertising photos, then you need to admit that it's time to move on. Move towards authenticity, towards documentary, towards people. Of course, if you're among the 10 to 20% of specialists in a given field who stand out from the crowd and who are actually at the top of a given genre, then I think you can stay calm and that I won't threaten you because clients will still have an interest in top-notch work. But if you're somewhere in the middle of the market, I'd recommend you figure out what to change or where to move. But AI doesn't just mean a threat. If you're interested in how to use AI to your advantage as a photographer and videographer, that's what my next video will be about. Let me know in the comments how you see it, how AI is changing your business, what you've let go of, and what you've kept instead. Thanks, have a great one.